Okay, so you have your location, right? You have your rent, you're in the door. Now we have to think of a design theme, okay? Are you gonna go rustic? Are you gonna go modern? Are you gonna go simple? Are you gonna go, crazy and leave a wow factor? These are things you want to take in consideration when doing your store. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, the Tanya Takeover, where I'm your girl Tanya. Today we're going to be talking about things to consider before opening your retail boutique. Now, if you watched my previous videos, you know that I just recently opened up a children's clothing boutique. And guys, I am super excited. But along the way, I am learning a lot, and I figured I would share it with you. This is going to be part of my Start Your Boutique series so that you know exactly what steps to take in order to be successful. Now, on my channel, we talk about self-development and lifestyle, so if that's something that you might be interested in, consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below, and let's get started. So if you're anything like me, you've had an online store, okay? You're doing great, you're making sales here and there, but you're ready to kick it up a notch, you're ready to go to the next level. Now, that's exactly how I felt about my clothing line, so I decided it was time to open up a store, okay? I wanted a location where they can touch it, they can feel it, they can, see my inventory, really be one with my inventory so that when they're ready to purchase, I am right there, ready and willing, okay? So today I'm going to talk about some things to consider before renting a physical location that I did not take into consideration, okay? Honestly speaking, I was just so excited to find a place. Your girl forgot to go through the steps. So these are the steps I took in my clothing boutique so that you can be prepared when you're looking for your space. First thing I would definitely say to do is to consider location. Location is everything, guys. There are about 2 places I was looking at when I was looking for a retail store. And guys, when I say I was thinking about it, I was just, saying it in passing, maybe this would be a perfect place for a kid's boutique. This location would be no good. Every time I passed somewhere where I saw like something available, I would have it on the back of my mind. Maybe this would be a good place for my store. Now, when you're taking into consideration location, you want a lot of foot traffic and car traffic. Okay, you want something big that's near your store that's going to bring in attention, okay? You want something that's going to bring in customers because you're now starting out. You don't really have an audience. You don't really have that many customers like that. You want to make sure that you can leverage off of other people's customers. And honestly, this is a big key. Now, when I was looking for a location, I wanted, families, I wanted children, I wanted parents, I wanted moms, I wanted, just a location where, I felt like would bring in lots and lots of customers, okay? So I would definitely say to scope out your area, okay? If you are looking to open, say, a lash boutique or, hair boutique, what's in the area, okay? Somebody who wants to get their lashes done is going to want to get maybe their hair done, right? So I would look for somewhere with a hair salon. For somebody who's looking for maybe like a gym location, you're looking to open up a gym, I want something like a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods, somewhere where people are constantly thinking about their health, thinking about, healthy living and eating, so that I know I would be able to leverage off of those customers. For me, myself, my location I felt was perfect because it's located near an ice cream parlor, okay? An ice cream parlor. What says kids more than ice cream? Families go there and eat. People are constantly congregating, eating outside. There's a local, school nearby. It's in town. It's perfect location. So I would definitely say that location is a big key. Make sure that, the area is good, that it's safe, number one, okay? Just because the rent is good doesn't mean it's going to be safe. You don't want to be broken into every other day. I would also say to drive around the neighborhood in the daytime, at nighttime. The creatures come out at night, so you want to make sure that it's equally as safe at night as it is in the daytime. Also, make sure to do your due diligence, okay? Make sure you're scoping out the area. What other stores are in the area? What do they have to offer? What customers do they have? How's the scene? Get a feel for the vibe, walk around, ask some questions, make some conversations. Find out as much about the area as possible. Next thing I would definitely say to do is to scope out the area. Check the location, walk around, ask some questions. You don't want to put a fitness center next to a burger spot, when you know that everybody over there just loves to eat, I don't know if you're going to do so well. Actually, you might do great because the people who leave the burger spot is going to need somewhere to run that off, right? So think about stuff like that. Also think about demographics. Is it young children, old children? Is it young people, older people? Okay, things like that is going to really make the difference in your business. You want to start off your location in a great spot. And guys, do not go for the first spot that you see. Don't go for the first rental. Make sure that you are comparing. Make sure you are looking around. Make sure that you see that there is adequate traffic to sustain a business. That is the name of the game, guys. Make sure that you have enough customers and really dive into what do you have to bring to the table, okay? What is that area missing? What can you bring into that town, or what can you bring into that area that's going to wow them, okay? So make sure that you are definitely paying great attention to the location and where you are starting your boutique. Next thing I would definitely say to factor in is definitely your budget, okay? Have a budget in mind. Remember, when you are going to pay your rent or you are going to do anything, you need first and last month's rent and security, okay? Make sure you have all of that. Plus, you're going to need to buy inventory. Plus, you're going to have overhead. Plus, take into account that you might have to pay, town ordinances or for CO. Things like that are definitely important to keep into the budget. Remember, you're also going to need things like a computer, a register, just things that go into having a retail space. The worst thing you want to do is get into a space and you're paying for rent, but you don't have any of the furniture or inventory to go into it. So keep all of that in mind. A budget will work out great. Write down exactly what you need for your location, how much inventory you're going to need, how much it's going to cost to actually get you in the building and keep you in the building. Make sure it's something that you can afford, okay? Worst comes to worst, are you able to cover that rent in case the first 2-3 months you're not making it, okay? You are new to the area. Please take into account that it's going to take time to build up customers and clientele. So keep all of that in mind and make sure you have a security blanket. Keep a savings of at least, I would say, at least 3 months rent just to hold you over in the beginning until you get your foot in the door. Next thing with budgeting, I would definitely say to keep in account the size of the location, okay? Is this something that you're going to be working in every day? Is it something that you work in by yourself? Is it something that you're going to need staff and payroll to do? So keep in mind the size of your location. Sometimes bigger is not always better, and it's better to go smaller first and then have to expand bigger than to go big and then you are just thrown out of the loop, okay? Make sure that you're keeping in mind all of these things that go into having a retail store and budgeting adequately. Okay, so you have your location, right? You have your rent, you're in the door. Now we have to think of a design theme, okay? Are you gonna go rustic? Are you gonna go modern? Are you gonna go simple? Are you gonna go, crazy and leave a wow factor? These are things you want to take into consideration when doing your store. So choosing things like color and theme and just like an overall ambiance is something that you definitely want to take into consideration. You don't have to break the bank, guys, trying to furnish your store. There are so many different ways and so many different business accounts that you can open that will help finance your furniture. Look at stores like Wayfair has a business membership, or Overstock.com. They're great for discount furniture, and they provide a business account so that you can finance it over time. Don't worry about pricing, guys. That's all going to come in. But make sure you're looking at local stores too, okay, guys? Don't sleep on Home Goods. Don't sleep on eBay, okay? Make sure that you are taking into consideration things like that when opening your store as well. When I was picking my theme, I definitely used Pinterest. Pinterest had great themes, great ideas, where you're going to place your mirrors, where you're going to place your tables, where you're going to place your racks, things like that. Pinterest is absolutely great for. So I would definitely say to create a mood board with the color palettes that you're going for, your color schemes, your decorations, just your overall look that you're going for in your store so that you have a cohesive theme and something to work off of, okay? Another great idea, guys, is to look at store closings near me. Just Google it in your area, and there's a lot of times where you'll get a notification that there's a store closing. I remember when Charming Charlie was closing, they were selling all of their, stock, their equipment, their retail equipment, things like that, and you can really rack up when looking for things for your store. So don't feel like you have to break the bank. There's different ways all over the place to finance your furniture and still have it looking nice and classy, just the theme that you're going for, okay? So check out store closings, check out eBay, check out Wayfair and Overstock. I will list them all down below for you guys, but I definitely recommend going this route before spending an exorbitant amount on retail furniture. Next thing I would say that is definitely important is to have your sign ready and going, okay? I feel like the sign is one of the things that takes the longest. I got a few quotes and they were taking like 2-3 weeks to come, some quotes were telling me over a month. So make sure that you are getting that out the way, okay? You're gonna definitely need a sign for your retail store, so start looking at it. Usually they were asking me for like a digital copy. They were saying that anything like a PDF or anything like that was way too blurry for the resolution that I would need for a sign. So make sure that you have all of that information ready to go. Make sure you're looking at your town ordinance, okay? Every town has different specifications on what they have for the size of a sign, whether you can use lighting at night, okay, what they're looking for, what dimensions are suitable. So make sure you are finding out from your local town, and you can just Google that, town ordinance for sign on Google, and they'll give you your measurements and whether lights or not are allowed on the sign. Also, with looking for a sign, if you are looking for decals for like your glass window, the person who does the signs for me, they did offer decals, but you can also look at places like Staples, okay, had really good prices. I was pricing them out. And Etsy. Etsy has the decals where you can measure it out if you need 50 inches. You can just measure the size of the decal you would need in your window, and they'll send it to you ready-made and ready to just stick on by yourself, and you are good to go. Your sign should have your logo. Of course, you guys have a logo because we started off an online thing. So your sign should, of course, have your logo, your phone number, your website, your social media tags, and make sure your store hours are on your door, okay? So these are just things to think about when thinking of a sign. These are just things to think of when designing your sign that you might not think about. The last thing I would definitely say to consider when starting a retail store is inventory, okay, guys? You have one chance to make a first impression. So you never want to open up your store and say, you know what, I don't have that. No, it's not in yet. Can you come back in a week? I don't have it yet. So make sure that you are definitely have enough inventory. Order, guys. Order all your inventory. You'd rather have too much than too little. And I understand as a online boutique owner at first, I understand you don't want to get stuck with that inventory. But you're in a store now, guys. So you want to make sure that they have options. You don't want to just have, a whole row of neutrals and this person likes colors. Now for me, myself, honestly speaking, I was mostly catering to girls. I wanted girl clothes. I wanted, girls, little girls. Girls are so much funner to dress, right? But now that I have a retail store location, I have to cater to boys now, okay? That's something to consider. Now that I have a location, what if that little girl has a little brother? That's a sale I could have had. So that's something to keep in consideration. Like if you are doing lashes or something, and all your clientele like lashes that are, out to here, and, now you're in a more residential area where these people, are going to work and they need more natural lashes. These are things to consider. Now you got to change your inventory, okay? Now you have to think a little bit for, working people and, how they would, or older people who want things more natural, okay? So make sure you're keeping in consideration your customer, okay? We don't want to lose a sale. Everybody is a customer, but as soon as you say that you don't have what they are looking for, you're going to lose out. And who knows if they're going to come back. So you only have one time to make a first impression. Make it good. Make sure you're on top of your inventory and order like crazy. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified on the next time I upload to this series. As always, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.